G'day YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Gunman Raw. So today we've got nothing really that special, just a roof and a bonnet on a Patrol. But the main reason I decided to do a video on this one is because we've got a new clear coat. I've actually ordered like $3,000 worth of new products. They've been they've been on the way, like they've been talked about for years. I've been looking forward to them for quite some time in fact, but yeah, so we've got the 177 down there, which is like a rapid clear. I believe it's a non-bake, like an air dry clear. But the one I'm using today is LVC 131. Now I believe if you're in the rest of the world, like the Europe, I think Europe at the very least, maybe I don't know about America, but D8131 is the product, which is I believe identical. They probably just rebranded for here in Australia. They may actually make it here in Australia. I do not know, I haven't looked that far, but it will probably tell you on the can, manufactured by PPG Industries. It is actually made here in Victoria. So there you go. We don't make much here in Australia, but we can be proud that we make PPG Clears. But no, everything aside, all jokes aside, I have been looking forward to this, and I am looking forward to trying this. It did feel potentially like a little bit thinner than the 105 clear, but I think that could be a good thing. So potentially it's going to go on nice and flat and silky smooth. It's a 2-to-1 clear. I'm actually in there updating the computer at the moment because I only realized today that my version of the software, the paint managing software, had not been updating, so I'm on an outdated version of it. So it's updating now to get those products on the computer so I can mix them up, but I had to mix it up just by weight today, which is 2-to-1, so it's very easy to mix up anyway. Now they do have a retarder which like slows it down for the hot months. And to the best of my knowledge, I believe it's relatively simple with just the one hardener. No thinner, one hardener. I like it. Keep it simple, stupid, right? We're spray painters. We're not necessarily known for being, I don't know, we didn't do university. I mean, if you did university to become a spray painter, wow, good on you, mate. But I don't think there's many of us that did that. And I've still been absolutely loving this Sparta CC gun for clear coat. And this is going on nice and smooth so far. It's going on glassier than the 105. I did just get off the phone to Tony from PPG here in Melbourne, and he said, yeah, look, potentially and hopefully this clear will replace the 105 for us. So I just thought, why not? Just give it a shot, man. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, it's just a new clear, right? I think I already like it better than the 105. It's just going down smoother. It's going down less orange peel. I like it. Like initial thoughts, I like it. I didn't heat it up today because today is actually quite warm. It's pretty much right on 30 degrees, so much hotter, and you probably would want to add a little bit more of that retarder to it, which I don't have. I've written it down, but that looks good. That's nice for the first coat, which I'm not looking for perfection on that first coat. You just want to get a coat down, so to speak. Just don't want excessive orange peel in it, but that's set up for a nice second. So what I'll do on my second, I'll lower the pressure down a little bit and we'll just pump a coat on. Yeah, so this clear coat gun here, man, it's rapidly becoming my favourite go-to. It's basically been my go-to clear gun for a month or so now. So it's holding up. I'm not getting bored of using it, put it that way. Even on like a day like this,
Look, it's not the fastest clear gun, right? But not everything's about speed. It gets a nice amount of material on, but it doesn't overload it, but it gets enough on. And yeah, very minimal orange peel. That's what I like about it. Yeah, whenever I use the 105 clear on the roof, on these patrols, I get this funny, like, silicon reaction. Well, not always, but I'd say like 8 times out of 10. So I actually sort of leaning away from using that 105 clear on the roofs of these. But yeah, look, I mean, we'll see how it goes, but I can see myself using this clear as my go-to clear. And especially with energy prices going up, look, I don't pay for, well, anything here really. It's I'm an employee, right? But I still care, you know. If I can lower my boss's consumption bill, the way I've always seen it is, you know, if and this is, I think, a very good way of looking at business, right? Even though it's not my business, I feel like I've still got a stake in it, you know. Like, if my boss has less overheads and outgoings because of me, he's more likely to give me a pay rise. When that, he can look at that and say, well, since the Gunman's been working for us, our paint material usage has gone down, the gas usage has gone down, we're making more money, he's pumping the work out. Yeah, we've got room to move. We can afford to give him that, you know, luxury yacht. No, not a luxury yacht. That house in, no. Well, we'll give him another $100 a week. I'll have to settle. Yeah, you just got to take what you can get sometimes. Yes, we are still spray painters. We're not, you know, engineers or rocket scientists, unfortunately. What I might do though is come back to that bonnet last. And how's that drying? It's still a little tacky, so it's got a relatively nice open window, so to speak, right? It doesn't appear to flash off so fast in between coats, which is good. But being that it's an air dry clear, I'm imagining you leave it in the boot for half an hour and you'll be right to pull it out. Yeah, that's slowly starting to tack off, but yeah, not too fast, which is good. So I will be turning that pressure down, but yeah, I did notice it's definitely thinner, so that'll mean that I'll probably slow down more than usual on this second coat. I'm imagining it's going to be one of those clears that'll be more likely to be more of a conventional clear, more of what I'm used to, right? Whereas the 105 clear that I was using, it's like it doesn't really dry in between coats, so yeah, unless you give it, say, 10 minutes, like, you won't get much flash off between coats. Anyway, let's go. Is that top? Yep. You may notice I did turn that pressure down. So you see that it's on 2 bar until you pull the trigger and then it's below. So on that first coat, it was on 2 bar as the trigger was pulled, but now it's on 2 bar before the trigger was pulled. And it goes down, it drops down to about, say, 1.8. Now, again, just whatever works for me doesn't mean that you all have to do the same thing. Hey guys, this is the first time me using this product. I don't know what I'm doing. No, I do. I know what I'm doing. I've done it before, but yeah, I mean, it's just clear at the end of the day. I know how to use it. I know how to, whoa, I just sort of slipped with my leg there. But that's looking nice, man. If that holds that gloss, I'll just wet that up just a little bit. If that holds a nice gloss, I have heard that it's in between the 1.3, oh no, that was the other one. Yeah, let's hope this is as high gloss as the 105, because the 105 is my favourite PPG Clear. So hopefully this is on par with that. If so, bonus, everyone happy. I think I prefer spraying it to the 105 already, because it does just feel more like a conventional clear. Maybe still use the 105 on the Mazdas, I don't know, but they are slowing down a little bit, those Mazdas. Oh, big step. Sometimes I don't even use my air fed when I'm doing routes, because I'm worried that I'm going to trip over. And I've seen some people have some pretty bad falls over the years. I've always just had this premonition of myself getting that lead there, the airline, caught up in my feet and tripping over. I've got some stories. I probably won't get into them all now, but one guy, Dickie from Tasmania, I worked with him on remote Western Australian mines on drill rigs with him, and he had his harness, his safety harness and all that shit on, and he was using the solvent degreaser, and it leaked all over his leg, and it was a really hot day on a drill rig, and the drill rig caught fire because it was solvent degreaser, and because the drum pump had a leak in it, it was all over his leg. He was on fire, and his safety harness got caught on the bloody side of the support truck, so he couldn't get to the water. I wasn't on that shift, I was on the opposite shift, so the rigs would work all around the clock, you know. You'd do a shutdown and a clean up of the rig while it's running. Yeah, so not a shutdown, but you'd clean it at the end of each shift, but then the next shift would just continue and take over, right? And I was on the opposite shift to him, so we had a couple of days off because the rig burnt down. Bloody hell, and I saw him when he was back in Perth, man. He was not in a good way. He was not in a good way. He was off work for 6 months, 3rd-degree burns over half of his bloody body. These are the things, mate, they don't even hit back page news. You don't hear about that shit, you know? Yeah, like I say, not even back page. It's the workplace, you know? It's another world out there, guys. But I am going to need more clear. Like I said, because of the kind of clear, and I identified that early, right? Because of the kind of clear, I just kind of knew you're going to have to pump it on. And I was right, and I'm happy with, I don't mind using more. So what I'm still a bit all over the place with the product. So yeah, I've put that 254 and 131 go together, 254, 131, and it's a 2-to-1. Pretty straightforward. How much more am I going to need? Maybe go another 300 or maybe just 400, which will be 2-to-1. So what will it be? If I go 300, then it'll be 150 of hardness. And it may be a little bit, oh let's go, yeah, that may be a bit too much. Let's go 200 then 100. I don't want to waste the product, but like I say, I don't mind using it. It's going in a good place, you know. That's the way I see it, man. Like, I don't know, I'm just rambling. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but I know it's a nice warm day, and my spirits usually get lifted as the weather warms up. But yeah, look, a big part of this is I'm going to have to sort of report back to you guys with what I think of this product, because I can only show you how it goes down in this video because of the format. I just do raw uploads. Man, I'm so far behind with this channel and the whole YouTube channel. I've needed a break. I've got like probably 10 videos, raw videos I just haven't even got around to uploading. It's just, I don't know, I'm just having a bit of a break from it. It's not necessarily that it's hard, it's not necessarily that it even takes that long to do. It's just the mental energy, you know what I mean? It can drain you after 10 plus years without any real meaningful break. you know. And you can, running a YouTube channel can be a bit taxing on you mentally as well. Not so much physically, because, I mean, I'm doing the work already, and sitting behind your computer is hardly hard work, but yeah, just, and it's not even about the negative comments, which I don't really get that many of, but that can start wearing down at you after a while, you know. You do start thinking, is it even worth it? You know, even if there's like 10 people out there, and there's more that hate you, you know, you do start thinking like, is it even worth it? You know, ultimately, yes it is, I think so, because sharing knowledge is one of my prime directives. Yeah, I like to share my knowledge. Yeah, definitely have to slow down. Wow, I just had a sweat drip off my head. I'm holding my head back a bit deliberately now. I like this clear, guys. I like it. Yeah, it's kind of nice to go back to a conventional clear to just be able to pump it on. Oh my, did that hit the panel? It just hit here. Man. I don't usually get that. That was a sweat drip, and it just hit the corner of that bonnet. I need to get a sweatband, man. Gunman, patented, paint. I don't know, there's something there. I got a patented, a spray painted sweatband. Wow. PPG, you are turning me. You are turning me to the dark side. What is going on? I think I love you, PPG. They've also released a air dry primer, another new clear, and a one-visit additive to make it so that you don't have to do a standard pre-coat application. You go bang bang, just like standoff, and you're done. So I believe they're using the same, no, I know they're using the same base coat system, but it's an additive, and really looking forward to giving that a try as well. So I've got everything in there, all the new shit. Cost us about $2.7, and we do have that retardant coming. I just wrote that down, but that's a clean damn job, man. I probably didn't actually even need that extra material, but you'd rather have it and not need it, of course. Give us a look, how much we have left? Yeah, I would have just had enough clear, but you know, 300 mils, oh well. We'll give that to the paint gods. You can have that one. Let's have a geezer at that, guys. I reckon we're onto it, mate. This is a win. That's good, man. That's a good clear. I like it. And it feels like it's going on nice and thick. And I just get a good feeling that that's going to hold a good gloss. That's a clean job too. I'll tell you what guys, that is a clean job. There's that starter, CC. Oh, look at that. How's that drying? Yeah, that's starting to tack off already. You see how it's stringing up? Can you see that? Nice and clean, that roof too, man. A few nibs in it, but nothing major. Definitely, I like it better than the 105. And I don't get that funny reaction that you sometimes get with the 105. Rightio guys, till next time, get out there and paint some shit! Woohoo! Yeah boy!